What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode. Coach Joe here with Heartletics.com. And today, I have the pleasure of breaking down the top 5 best quotes, in my opinion, from Michael Jordan. Now, personally, guys, I love Michael Jordan being the greatest of all time when it comes to basketball. But not only that, just his work ethic, his discipline, his dedication to the sport, the craft. He has a Netflix series called The Last Dance. And you can really see that he's just bred different, plain and simple. Have a completely different mindset than everybody else. And this is what led to his success at being, hands down, the greatest of all time when it comes to playing basketball. And it's really inspiring. In case you guys don't know anything about Michael Jordan, he won 6 championship rings. On top of that, which is wild, is the fact that, yes, he was the greatest ever, right, of playing basketball. But, right, little do you know, right, who knows, maybe you do know, but back when he was in high school, he was actually cut from his basketball team, you know. And so it just kind of shows you that, hey, even though life throws you some curveballs, life throws you some adversity, life throws you some challenges, you can use that as fuel, right, as motivation. And that's what Michael Jordan did. You know, he realized too, hey, I was cut from my high school team. I'm not going to let this define me. I'm going to come back stronger than ever. And he worked hard, he worked hard, he worked hard. And eventually, obviously, got into the, NBA. And then once again, continued to strive, become that 1% better each and every day mentality. And, get the right coaches, resources, trainers, everything like that to really amplify himself and become the best of all time. His net worth is $2 billion. So it's just, he's awesome, right? In terms of just a business mindset, in terms of a work ethic, athlete mindset, in terms of just somebody that is hungry. And that's the key word, hungry for reaching their goals. And here are the top 5 quotes, in my opinion, from Michael Jordan. Number 5, right, is that limits, like fear, is often an illusion. And I love that. Because at the end of the day, your mindset is so powerful. And a lot of these quotes are going to go into the mindset, and really what separates greatness from just the average typical player or individual that's out there. And everybody has fear, right? You're trying your hardest to get somewhere, reaching toward your goals, and you get a little bump in the road, right? And maybe that takes you off course, or maybe that's a few steps backwards, and nobody planned for it, right? Nobody forecast stress and, challenges and obstacles. But here we are, right? You're at the edge of your comfort zone, and hey, next thing you know, you got some storms, some curveballs sent over your way. There's that fear, right? There's that fear of, hey, is it worth it for me to go after this? Hey, am I even going to have success? There's this fear of failing, right? Like, that's huge. And that fear, as Michael Jordan talks about, it's nothing more than just an illusion, and you got to really learn how to start feeding the good wolf. And I love this Chinese proverb. If there's no enemy on the inside, the enemy on the outside cannot do us any harm. And I feel like as men, right, especially as men, especially as fathers, right, we need to be the ones that lead by example. We need to be the ones that are the go-getters. We need to be the ones that say, hey, you know what? There's a lot going on inside of our head, right? And this fear could be an illusion. They do say that life is 10% on what actually happens to you and 90% on how you react to it. So, yeah, I love that quote by MJ. The 4th one is, I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot, and I've missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. Quote, end quote, by Michael Jordan. And I love that, because he just put up this huge track record of failures. But if you look in between the lines, at the very end is the complete dropping the mic, right? And that is why I succeed. He took the risk. He took the chance. He went after, those game-winning shots. He tried his best. And even though, right, it wasn't perfect, no one's perfect by any means, he still went after it. He still gave it his all. Even at times when he wasn't winning, he was still performing to his best. And that is why he succeeded. And that is why he became the greatest of all time. So I absolutely love that quote because there's a lot of optimism there, right? There's a lot of encouragement to just continue to push through. And sure, you might not see the light at the end of the tunnel now, but hey, continue to try, continue to try, continue to try. And eventually, it's all going to work out in the end. The third quote that I love from MJ is, obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around, don't give up, figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. And once again, obstacles, guys. Fear, challenges, curveballs, adversity, life, stress, right? There's going to be so many different things that's going to come up and kind of be this wall that's right there dead at center. And it's hard to get past it. And in fact, this is why there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% max of people that's out there that's successful at going after their goals in life. And it's because when they hit the wall, they did exactly what MJ talked about. They didn't get discouraged and walk away, and give up and throw in the white towel and quit. That's what most people do. That's why I always say, like, this wall right here, this is what separates the boys from the men. This wall right here is what's going to build character, is what's going to show with you, right, how bad do you want it. That discipline, that work ethic, that, hey, this obstacle, this wall, can we go around it? Can we go over it? Right? Should we just, continue to just beat on it each and every day for just a little bit, and eventually, who knows, it might start to crack and break down? Who knows? But one thing's for certain is the people that leave that wall, and go back to their old ways, they're never going to have any success. So I once again want to love that quote. Let me read it one more time. Obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around or give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. I love that. I love that. The second quote that I absolutely love from Michael Jordan is, always turn a negative situation into a positive situation. And I'll be honest with you, right? Like, that is my prayer every single day, right? Is like, hey, how can I be a light? How can I, this being a dark world, how can I be a light? How can I throw out some inspiration? How can I throw out some positivity? Whether it's, coaching our members, whether it's me just being a husband, whether it's me being a father, whether it's me being a son or a brother, whether it's me being a friend, What can I do to influence and, give somebody some hope for that day? Maybe it's listen to a podcast. Maybe it's something that I posted on Instagram or Facebook or whatever the case may be. Maybe it's just holding the door for somebody, you never know. But regardless, life's going to test you at times. Life's going to throw some negativity your way. And during the midst of that negativity, it's so hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's so hard to see where it is that we're trying to get to and if it's even possible, because once again, it can be very, very, very discouraging when there's a lot of negativity. And typically that negativity is our own self-limiting beliefs, our own lies that we constantly tell ourselves over and over and over again and over again on repeat. And in the midst of the negativity, there's always something, right? Always something to be positive about, Last night, great example, okay? After I got done with work, my wife, she was having some real bad abdominal pains, right? And so we needed to take her to the ER. And so I went there, dropped her off, and then I had my dog with me. I had our son. I took him and her to my mother-in-law's house, and then I went back to the ER. And me and my wife, we waited and waited and waited and waited for hours and hours and hours and hours, to where eventually, hey, it's pretty much midnight. We've been here for 7 hours, haven't really been seen by anybody. Let's just come back another day, And so we came home. Dead tired, came home around 12:30. I woke up at 4, same day as always, right? Always wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning. I woke up, did my mindset, did my meditation, did my prayer time, did my my reading, everything like that, did my stretching. Out the door, went to the gym. As soon as I got done, went all the way to my mother-in-law's house, picked up Smoke Show, brought him to daycare, brought the dog back home, and here we are today. Just got off a call with, Coach Mark going over everything, and now I'm recording this episode for you guys, So a negative situation, because obviously, there's a lot of uncertainty. What's going on with my wife? Why was she having this pain? But also, like, that right there could throw somebody just down a rabbit hole of, oh man, like, why me, right? Instead of, I like to say, try me. Hey, you think me staying in the ER, right, waiting room for 7 hours is going to upset me? No, I'm going to bring a book, right? I'm going to start reading. I'm going to acquire some knowledge, acquire some skills, and enjoy that quiet time. Hey, you think, me coming home late at night and having to wake up 4 hours later for a workout, you think that's going to stop me from, having my quiet time and doing my mindset work and, hitting the gym? You think that's going to stop me? Absolutely not. Instead, I put this whole negative situation on a positive situation. As I'm driving to and from the gym and, after my prayer time this morning, I'm thanking God for, like my mother-in-law taking care of Oakley and the dog. Awesome. Hey, our car that's getting me and my wife to the ER. Awesome. Hey, the fact that we have health insurance. Awesome. Right? Hey, like this could be 10 times worse. I know she's in a lot of pain right now, but it could be 10 times worse. Awesome. Right? Hey, I can, get some food and fill up my stomach. Right? I can get some stuff to drink, some water, some coffee, whatever the case may be. I got the funds for that. Awesome. Right? There's, in the midst of all the negativity, you can always find a positive, situation in everything. And I personally, right, always like to use gratitude. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Gratitude is the number one secret for success, hands down. So it's like in the midst of the darkness, you can always find something that you're grateful for. So the last and final, and this is my number one, right? My number one Michael Jordan quote is this: winning isn't always championships. And I love that. I love that. So inside of our coaching program at Heartletics, yes, we focus a lot on the fat loss and the nutrition and the training and everything like that, but more so we focus on the mindset. And what we really strive for our members is to really adapt a winner's mindset. And like so many times, people think like, oh, I need to lose 30 pounds in order for me to be happy, right? I need to reach my goals. I need to win the championship in order for me to be happy. I need to fit in these clothes. I need to get off my medications. I need to, make $1 million a year, right? Before I can be happy. And it's like, no, like you're putting way too much joy, right, on a pedestal of the goal itself, meaning it's eventually going to fall. But also you got to understand that every single day, make your bed, you're winning. You're breathing. Somebody did not wake up today, but you did, right? You're winning. You got a winner's mindset. Hey, maybe you're in, not the best health condition if you're overweight or high blood pressure, but maybe you're better than where you were at last week because you've been trying to be active, trying to eat healthier, trying to eat more protein, doing more push-ups and sit-ups. Great, you're winning, right? So often we need to just remind ourselves that winning isn't always championships. We think that's what we need, but it's more so of like, hey, we're trying to reach the championship, but what we understand is who are we becoming during that process? Like Michael Jordan, when he was going after, winning these championship rings, sometimes he won, sometimes he did not. But regardless, when he's losing, he's figuring out what he needs to develop and to get stronger and work on, right? And when he's winning, hey, he's still focusing on what can I improve and be better at? So take the goals off the pedestal, right? And instead, focus on having this winner's mindset that every single day you are blessed. Every single day you are a winner, Like start counting up the things that you do each and every day in terms of what are you doing that's winning. It could be the smallest things. Hey, you made yourself lunch. Hey, you decided to go for a walk today. Hey, you had quality time with your family, Hey, you told your wife that you loved her and, maybe you brought her some flowers when you come home from work. That right there are huge wins right there. And you start just tracking all these successes that you have throughout the course of the day, you're going to start changing some things in your own head. You're going to start having this winner's mindset. And once you have that, you're unstoppable. You're a powerful source right there because you're just going to start tracking more wins, more wins, more wins because it's getting your RAS, your reticular activating system. Hey, I'm winning here. Hey, I'm winning here. I'm winning here. All your brain knows is win, 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 win. DJ Khaled, all we do is win, right? So it's like what we focus on, we're going to attract more of. So it's like start realizing this, that you're a winner each and every day. And winning isn't always championships, right? It could be the small things that you do and continue to do and strive and progress with. So, guys, as always, hopefully you got a lot of value, and hopefully putting a twist on things, whether you like Michael Jordan or you don't, right? Regardless, these are 5 really, really good quotes in terms of having a different perspective shift on an outlook on things, plain and simple. And hopefully there was some value for you today that you heard, from today's episode. If so, please do me a favor, share this with a friend, share this with a family member, share this on maybe your social media pages, and just understand this, that once again, your mindset is a very, very powerful tool. And as you can learn from these 5 quotes from Michael Jordan, it's what led to him having, obviously 6 championship rings, a net worth of $2 billion, and becoming the greatest of all time when it comes to playing the sport of basketball. With that being said, guys, this has been Coach Joe with the Heartletics Podcast. And as always, I will talk to you guys next time. Peace out, Girl Scouts.